Attention everyone, many of you have the power to transform your financial future and become famous millionaires. We will also discuss the price of XRP today. Several new pieces of information have led me to believe that it will do very well. In case you were wondering, I've been at Unit 2049 for the past 2 days. Today I went to the event and I have a lot. I must inform you that there are numerous extraordinary events currently unfolding. I was enthralled by Eric Trump's speech, and I also witnessed the father of the president taking the stage. Ultimately, much of this will be connected to XRP. By the end of 2025, I intend to alter some of the prices I had previously estimated. Stay tuned for that, as well as the information I will impart you today that will also assist you in making the most of your opportunities as you go along. I learned something interesting from Eric Trump today about how their company, World Liberty Financial, is investing heavily in global decentralized apps to increase the accessibility of cryptocurrency, particularly in developing countries. People in poorer economies all over the world, including in Africa, South America, and other regions, really want to escape from their governments. What shocked me even more was Eric Trump's unwavering opposition to banks. He spared no words in declaring that the Trump administration holds the banking industry in the highest contempt. I don't like it. I'm not going to put all of my money into safe coins. I'm going to put all of my money into blockchains. Trump has never said anything like this before, but his son Eric can say a lot more, and he made that very clear today. Now it's up to you to decide whether you want to put all of your money into World Liberty Financial. Additionally, there are technologies such as XRPPL that can facilitate more equitable access. Personally, I think XRP will be the most effective in this regard. Having said that, I would want to discuss adoption since it is the initial component of this jigsaw. Subsequently, we will delve into price movement and other fascinating topics. It is immediately apparent that Morgan Stanley, an asset management with a $130 trillion 0 cents portfolio, will be allowing their A-Raid to patrons transact in digital currency. It's worth repeating that Morgan Stanley has assets of $1,300,000 0 cents, yet there are a lot more deals moving through their exchange, so it's ridiculous. A $130 trillion 0 cent asset manager has the potential to earn sales in the tens of trillions, particularly if they go on a massive, universally accessible online trading platform that is still in its early stages. However, this is highly significant news because it indicates that an increasing number of banks, including Bank of America and other industry heavyweights, will begin to implement this strategy. Even though there are a lot of things happening, the markets are affected by diplomacy and tariffs, which are two of the most important factors. Everyone knows that wars hurt the markets. But I'm here to tell you that even though there are a lot of things happening, it does. The most crucial one is the cessation of hostilities in Ukraine. Well, folks, the U.S. and Ukraine have inked a deal to trade minerals. So, to put it simply, the U.S. is now present in the region surrounding Ukraine with active U.S. military personnel. This means that Russia would be committing an act of geopolitical aggression if it persists in invading Ukraine and stealing the rare minerals that the U.S. will be mining there. Military conflict with the USA. Russia would never knowingly engage in such a behavior unless their goal is to sow chaos and destruction across the globe. It's not quite done yet, but this is the final chapter of the battle. The United States will send troops to the region to begin extracting the minerals and establishing a permanent base there once the contract is finalized. Russia's factories were the driving force behind their desire for the war with Ukraine. The country possesses abundant minerals, arable land, and other resources that Russia craves. The stock market reacts positively to war endings, and there have been numerous protests since the conflict began. Things are looking up when you consider how a number of institutions have begun to use it, and President Trump has expressed an interest in meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. However, this news report is the most implausible of them all. As is well known, tensions between the two countries have been rising, with China claiming that it will not communicate with Trump and Trump phoning Jinping. It's funny that no one knows who to trust, but maybe we can hold out hope that something will happen soon. On a related note, I wanted to mention that Microsoft shares and many others have reported far higher than expected earnings. What does this indicate? The economy is doing better than expected, and the markets may even be experiencing a correction. Have priced out a lot of tech companies because they don't think they'll have good quarterly earnings, which is exciting. However, the reality is that they're making more money than expected, and things are looking better than anyone could have imagined. They're even reporting gains, so when you consider everything I've shown you here, it culminates in a fascinating tale. I'd like to summarize it as follows. President Trump is speaking with the president of China. The war is over. Massive asset managers are trading cryptocurrency for online clients worth trillions of dollars, and Eric Trump is doing his best to promote cryptocurrency's global adoption. So it's pretty obvious that XRP is going to experience yet another massive acceptance curve. November was fantastic, but this week will be different. European borrowing rates have dropped, money is flowing into the markets, and interest rates in the U.S. are expected to fall soon. People are still not expecting much from inflation statistics, which is great news. Everything looks great from nearly every angle, all sides, which is fantastic. We must be prepared for the black swan event because although there are still market dangers, the most significant one is the